I tell this story not because I think it's something to be glorified, but I think it's something to consider. There was a woman named Susan Smith in South Carolina, and many moons ago, she claimed that a black man had carjacked her and taken her children. And she described what that black man looked like. There was a nationwide APB put out, and I was stopped 8 times in Charleston, South Carolina, as a student at the College of Charleston. There were never any less than 15 cops there. There were always guns drawn. They always instructed me what to do and how to do it. They always made it very clear that they would blow my brains out if I did not do exactly what they were telling me to do. And once they got their hands on me, they whip you to the ground, really close to the car, on the off chance that your head might hit, and you're pretty much unconscious when you hit the ground. And then they ask you questions with their knee in your back, and if what you do is give them any sass, they grab you by your throat to let you know who's in charge. Now, I had been taught how to deal with that situation. My mother prepared me. I was raised by women who loved me and who did not want that to happen to me and wanted me to understand what the consequences were of having a smart mouth in the wrong situation. So I walked out of all those situations alive. I don't hate white people. In fact, I joined the police force as a deputy sheriff in Plaquemine County, Louisiana. Spent a year down there shooting and thought I was hanging out with all these officers, a lot of them were black. I'm going to do the Jackie Robinson, you know. I'm going to try and make my change from the inside. I'm going to talk. My point in saying all that is that I have no bone to pick. But I still know what that is. I still know that ain't right. I still know they violated my human rights. I still understand why people want to defund the police department. And I still fundamentally understand that there's an infrastructure in place that goes from the officers to the lieutenants and sergeants and captains that protect them, to the politicians who believe that over-policing these areas that you've already gerrymandered and you've already sent funds away from these areas to other areas. There's an entire system in place that is designed to hurt those people. And we know that it's there. This isn't really anything to argue about. It's been there for a very, very long time. It's the loophole in the 14th Amendment, because if you're incarcerated, you get to work for no money and be a slave. So, again, these aren't new ideas. I'm not saying anything that's interesting. Everything I'm saying, you can research it. It's very simple. It's fact. It has no component of fake news. It's just the history of America. I know it. You know it. Do something.